Well, thanks for joining me here in Matthew 10:19. And Jesus continued to talk about the pressures we're going to face, the persecution, the harassment we're going to face as believers carrying the message of the gospel. He says, when they deliver you over, do not be anxious. Don't be worried. Don't be anxious how you're going to speak, what you're going to say, and for what you're gonna say will be given to you in that hour. Because the Spirit of God is going to help you. The Spirit of God is going to use you. The Spirit of God is going to speak because God is with us, especially in these times of trial, with us in these times of persecution. It is not you, he says, who speak, but the Spirit of your Father, the Holy Spirit who's going to be speaking through you. The Holy Spirit speaking through you at that time. So keep on speaking and don't be afraid. And he goes on, brother will deliver brother over to death. Can you imagine that? Your own family members will betray you. This has happened. This happened in communist Russia and around the world where one person in the family turns to Christ and another one just betrays them because they think he's betraying our religion, turning away from our sustenance and so on. He said they're going to betray to death. Father, his children will rise against the parents and will have them put to death. They know exactly what they're doing. Betraying their own family members, selling them out because one has become a Christian, they're following Jesus Christ. And he says, you will be hated by all for my name's sake. That's very important. You will be hated by all for my name's sake. But the one who endures to the end will be saved. I love that verse. First of all, Jesus is setting us, he's preparing us. He said, listen, people are not going to like you. In fact, if someone's a Christian and they're looking for everyone to like them, to love them, to appreciate them, to value them, to think you're cool and so on, that's not going to happen. We are not here to please men and women. We're here to please God and do what God says. You will be hated. Very strong words. People are going to hate you for my name's sake. And that is happening today. Increasing hatred against God and against the people of God, against the church. He says, listen, the one who endures to the end will be saved. Many people have turned away from God because of persecution, because of opposition, because, people don't like them as Christians. So they decide, okay, I'm going to water down. I'm not going to speak the gospel. I'm not going to even live for Jesus anymore. But Jesus said, no, the one who endures to the end will be saved. And this verse is used in the context of persecution, in the context of evangelism and being persecuted, and there's opposition to you. But we have got to endure because one of these days we are going to see Jesus face to face, and it's going to be worth it all. It's going to be worth it all.